Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
what up? Hey, sis, how you doing?
What's up, sis? What's up, people? We're back.
People out there,
Happy New Year, y'all.
happy New Year. We're back, baby.
You know
New
what just
Year.
dropped in my spirit? A little praise and worship. It's a new season.
All
Hey,
right now.
it's a new day. You
What is it?
feel
It's a
me? A
fresh
fresh
anointing.
anointing. Bow,
Where's it
bow.
going?
It's coming my way.
Hey.
You
It's a season of
feel
power
me?
and prosperity.
Mighty God.
Woo! That was a good one. Thanks
Look,
for that.
the Heart of HRM Consulting. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sis. Thank you for joining. We missed
Thank
you.
you. Yes, we definitely did, y'all. Welcome
We
back
miss
to
all of y'all.
episode 13 of Don't Listen to
Going
Me.
strong, going strong. How
We
you
gave
feel
y'all a
about
little
that?
bit of a break. About what?
About it, episode 13.
I feel good. We took some time off. It's time to get
Yeah.
back in the saddle. We're consistent with it. We're not trying to miss no weeks, but
Yeah, things
gotta
happen.
take some
Things
time
happen.
off. So
Yeah.
I'm ain't nothing changed but the last digit of the year. You feel me? Not a lot of things have changed, but
A lot of things.
we, as far as this is concerned, ain't nothing changed. So we still drinking our wine. They say drink your water and mind your business. We drink our wine
And
and our
mind
water
our
and mind our business,
business, okay? Oh, I like
and
that one.
that's
We drink wine and water. Because I sure got some water over here. It's ice cold
me
too.
too. Got my little bottle of water too. Um, So I gotta finish this off first because this ain't the one that I want to show y'all tonight. So do you want to share what you're drinking
Yes,
first,
so I,
please,
I
sis?
already opened it. I had to open it today, even though I had some jam jar on the bar. But
Ooh,
I wanted to make sure that I liked this because if I didn't like it, I was going to be changing back to jam jar. Let me come in
oh yeah,
frame here. So it's called Ava Grace. It's you know how I
that's a
feel
pretty
about
bottle.
rose. It is pretty, right?
Hmm.
And it's 12% alcohol.
As we've discussed, anything less
You
gets
just
no love.
you just playing with yourself at this point. You're drinking Kool-Aid. Who out here drinking Kool-Aid still?
Nobody. So I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
All
that's my
right. Oh,
water.
I didn't finish. Hold on.
Chug, 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 chug.
What else can you tell us about your rosé? Where did you get it
Oh, well,
from?
I mean, I can
You
go
like
ahead
to
and cheers
explain?
you. I was waiting to cheers you now. Why
Mm-mm-mm.
don't you? Okay, see, you just boom. You did it. And don't listen to her, and you better not be judging. I'm
or
ready to
or do listen to me and drink your water and wine and mine yarn.
your own business. Your own
Now
business.
y'all can mind my business too. That's fine. Ain't no problem. I don't mind
Mind
if
the
you mind my.
business that pays you.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay.
Um, so I just got this because we haven't done this podcast in a while, and I forgot. Oh, I need to get like real wine. So I had to run to the grocery store and get some wine. I just saw this. I wanted some Pinot Grigio. Oh, it's having a
Oh,
hard
it's a
time,
little
girl.
blurry, but yeah, I can see it. There you go. You're so smart.
You know how they do the girls that do the makeup, they put their little hand right there, but it's still going in and out. I
Okay,
don't know
so
what to
go
do. I don't know. Oh, Rufino.
Rafino,
It's
I see.
it's Pinot Grigio.
That's what I say.
I'm turning over a new leaf, trying white wine. So let me pour this. I hadn't opened it yet.
Okay.
I'm
I like the
opening
white
it.
wine vibe though. Today it kind of feels like a white wine kind of day, but I'm a rosé kind of gal.
I like
All
rosé
right.
too. I was just eating like Alfredo pasta, and I figured a white wine would be.
Mm, the way to
All
go.
right. So you know what, y'all pour up, and let us know what y'all drinking.
Yes,
And cheers to the new year.
baby. 2023, what you get from me?
Cheers.
Ooh. All right, good stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this one is It's more of a dry rosé.
Okay, not
It's
like a sweet one.
it's really dry. So I like dry wines, but I really do have to be in the mood for them.
Hmm.
So that's why I was just like, let me make sure I like this one. But it's good. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I think Pinot Grigio isn't particularly sweet, but it's like a good
Yeah,
in between.
absolutely.
So it's
100%.
pretty. Yeah, I like it. It's tasty. So you know what? We got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah,
Like
man.
so much.
So
We took some time off.
much.
I guess,
Yeah.
you know,
First, let's say congratulations to them Georgia boys, them
go
Bulldogs.
dogs.
Come on, somebody.
That was crazy. I want to talk about Christmas first, but I guess we don't have to go in order. We might as well talk about New Year's.
Talk about it.
That game, we were all together. The Ohio State. We talking about Ohio State game. We were all together at Brother B's watching the game. Brother B went to UGA, so
Mm-hmm.
we're most
Mm-hmm.
me and my sister are Georgia fans, and her husband's Georgia fan. But our other brother R, he's actually a Georgia Tech fan. So we're a house divided.
He's
But
always got to be the loose one. Jeez. I
we
never
love
knew
our
that.
brother R though. Yeah, he's a Georgia Tech fan.
Of course he
He's a
is.
Georgia Tech fan.
Of course.
So, but we were all over Brother B's and watching that game. Everyone, I think, had pretty much resolved that Ohio State won. They were
We
about to
wasn't gonna
kick the
win.
field goal. Take it away, sis. Tell them.
Angels in the outfield, as you said.
This is what I be saying.
It was the Angels in the outfield. There was absolutely
I'm eating.
zero. Enjoy your meal, baby. You've been working hard all day. You need just some nutrients. I said, I don't know what I said the first time. I promise this is my first glass of wine now, but don't listen to me. So, um, no, I thought that game was over. I really was like, we were running around, jumping around. It was it was a good game. I'm glad they pulled it off, and of course they pulled it off, and now they are the reigning champs, second year in a row.
Back to back.
Come on, somebody! I'm really, really, really happy for the city, for the state. We'll say for the state.
Listen, Staquavius, you
That's
know when
big.
Stetson Bennett get the fade, he was faded up for the championship game. We call him Staquavius.
Stuck with yes.
Staquavius did what needed to be done.
Okay.
All those guys, I mean, job well done. Congratulations to Georgia. I wish
Yeah.
we could have gone to Athens for like I think they were having a parade. I got like an email about them having a parade and
Mm.
everything. But it was a really they
We
blew
feel the love though. We
them
feel. I
out.
mean, it's all over. I mean,
Hmm.
I can't go to up the street to the gas station without seeing someone in their Georgia
Yeah.
gear and their flags on their cars and their trucks. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be proud. I'll be proud when I see
Yeah.
that.
Proud auntie over here.
Come on, I love it. I love it. But yes, go dogs.
Go dogs. It was real. That was dope.
It was dope.
Um, what did y'all do for New Year's? Y'all let us know what y'all got into for New Year's. Hopefully
Yeah.
y'all had a good time.
Did y'all have y'all
Oh,
black eyed peas and collard greens? Ooh, who said they
I
got
missed that.
blueberry wine?
She was telling us the wine she was drinking so we could cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, blueberry wine.
That
I
sounds
never.
delicious.
Now, come on, now, don't you put me on something like that? That sounds addictive. That sounds like I'm not gonna put the bottle down. I'm just gonna keep drinking it. Yeah, that's what that
Right.
sounds like.
Forget a glass. We're drinking from
Hmm.
the bottle, baby.
Come on,
That sounds delicious.
that
You
does.
definitely
Thank
got
you
to
for
look into that.
sharing.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, so yeah, what y'all let us know what y'all got into for the new year.
Yep. Did y'all have y'all black eyed peas, y'all collard greens? We did. I do. We do that every year. Feel like it's just it's a necessity at this point.
Yeah, it's
There's no
tradition.
reason to not have your black eyed peas and collard greens, so but yeah.
Yeah,
What did y'all
it's
do? Hopefully
tradition.
everybody had a great time. We're in a new year.
Yeah.
So let's get into it,
So
sis.
yeah, also we had a great time for Christmas. We had our
Mm.
matching PJs, our matching jammy jams, took a little
Oh,
family
we
photos. We all went to our parents' house
did.
on Christmas Eve. And I just want to announce
Oh
that
my God. I knew you was about to. I should have.
I
You
just
is
want
no
to
good.
announce that there was a bake off.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yes. Oh yes, there was.
I'm tight
And
mouth right now.
guess who took home the championship ring?
Ah, she did, y'all.
Brother B and I were on a team. We were on team Myers.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay, that's kind of rude. Sorry.
that was a
I
little
take
rude
that
because I'm
back. I
still a
take that back.
Myers.
You are. I take that back. I take that back. We were on. We baked together, brother B and I, and we made a coffee cake. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it was delicious. Coffee cake, like bread, like I
yes,
don't even know how to call it, like a loaf bread type thing.
it
It
was
was
so
really
good.
good.
Mm,
We that and the rule was it had to be something that you've never made before. So this was our
right.
first time. We got the recipe, we made it, and Nisa and her daughter were on the other team. And what
Hmm.
y'all make, sis?
They were cute and we should have posted them. They were little cute, like bite size cheesecake, and we decorated with like a little, we had decorations. It looked like a little Santa hat. But it was cute. That was my first time making like cheesecake, just regular cheesecake because nobody in my family or my household eats it but me. So, and Puda, she eats it too.
Oh, okay,
So, but it was good. We had a good time. Mine won for best presentation.
because it was
It
very
may
cute. They
it
had
may
the
not have won for
little.
best taste.
It was cute, and it actually did taste good. But
Just a
they
little
had like
bit.
little strawberries turned upside down on top of them, and like a
Yes, a
little
little
thing of whipped
Santa
cream, so it
hat.
looked like a Santa.
Yes.
It was super
It
cute.
was adorable.
It was very cute, and I was a little nervous when I saw the presentation, but ours just taste it. The taste,
Yeah,
it was
y'all
just
tasted. Whew. I
it was
want some of that
delicious.
right now.
Me
As
too.
a matter of fact, you need to send me that recipe. I'm gonna try to
Okay,
make it. I'm gonna try to make it.
I will. It wasn't so hard. It
It
wasn't
was
so
good.
hard. It
So
was
yeah,
good.
we had a great time. We had a great time for Christmas. We didn't overdo it. Like we said, we stuck to it and
Shockingly,
shockingly, and I just used my Waffle House gift card the other day, homie. Whoo, we
child,
had
I use that
we
Saturday. The
the next
following, the
day.
next day, I was off. No, matter of fact, because we were off Monday, I used it that Monday.
I
Sure
just
did.
used mine this week. So yes, we did really like just stocking stuffers.
Hmm.
So we had like Amazon gift cards, Waffle House, which is my favorite place, and just little knickknacks like chapstick, little got a little lashes, different things. So it was cute. We had a really good time, and it's just always good to be with family for sure.
Yeah. So we do want to just shout out. We it was a little bit bittersweet. We're not going to talk about it too much. This holiday season, and while we took so much time off, we lost a cousin who was more like a sibling to us, and
Hmm.
so yeah,
Yeah.
we're still grieving and working through that as a family. But that is why we took some time off, but we're back.
Yes, we're back in full
And
effect,
you know what
baby.
I'm saying. That's that. We love. Sis, if you wanted to say something
No,
else.
just definitely, as Lauren said, we lost somebody really, really super close to us. It was unfortunate, and you just never know. Always prayers for um, everyone out there because everyone's fighting a different battle that we may not know anything about. And so I just want to big ups to the family and her mom and siblings and children and always prayers out, love, you know, and forever will be missed. She will forever be missed, always and forever. So yeah,
Period.
say a
All right,
shout out a prayer for us. We ain't gonna spend too much time unless y'all want us on here sobbing.
because it's borderline as we speak. So moving right along.
Yeah, no, seriously. But we did talk. We did want to just like you. I think you named the show 2023 Intentions, and we really just kind of wanted to talk to everybody out there and see. I don't necessarily like to say, and I kind of just jumped right into it, but
Yeah, no, we're getting into it.
I don't necessarily like to say New Year's resolution. Like, I always try to do something different, and I've always talked about how throughout the year I have my posting notes where I'm using words of affirmation or prayers that I have. So I kind of do that throughout the year. But wanted to talk about, if it is a New Year's resolution or if it's just, you know, plans that you have set forth. I know in 2023, I want to really be intentional about checking some items off my list that I know I've kind of had on the forefront for quite some time now.
Mhm.
And so it's going to be important for me to just really dig in and be intentional about working through each step, each process, so that I can chip away at it piece by piece and eventually, ultimately, conquer my goal. So,
Yeah.
what you thinking, sis? What about you?
Brother B is calling me, so I'm sorry. I really need to take this 1 second.
No problem at all. So, yeah, I'm just still being in the mindset of wanting to be intentional about really writing the vision and making it plain. Um, and so I'll talk about some of the things that I plan on doing for the new year to kind of help me get there. Um, Lauren, what you got? You good?
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry. I told you I don't have a car, so I had Brother B's car and he was trying to get in my gate to pick his car up. And I have my
Oh,
do not disturb on, so and
oh
he's in my
no.
favorites, so I still get his calls. I just didn't get the
Oh,
gate
good.
call or his text. But
That's funny.
anyway, can you? I'm sorry. Were
So
you gonna?
what's your intentions for the new year? Do you feel like you do you set New Year's resolutions, or do you just kind of like write out your goals? How do you kind of tackle that?
I've definitely set um New Year's resolutions in the past.
Hmm.
Um, I think there was a wave of what was it vision board, like there were
Yeah, vision boards.
there was a
Uh-huh.
wave of that for like some years. I think before
Hmm.
COVID it was like
Hmm.
really a big thing, so I definitely have made my fair share of vision boards.
Hmm.
um but now, and maybe over the last couple of years, I feel like I just kind of sit still and just meditate on my intentions for the first few days of the year or leading up to the year. Really, not the first few days, like more so like in December leading up to the year. I kind of think about what are some of the things that I want to accomplish
Right.
in the year overall, and then I'll try to take it down in bite sizes in my mind. I might journal about it, like, hey, I'm usually journaling has been my go-to. Like this year, I want to da 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 da, and then
Hmm.
I'll just break it up into quarters. I have like a little planner that I do. I write on my mirror like my daily plans, and I'll take it out like, okay, Q1 from
Yeah.
January to March. This is what I would like to do, and then I'll take
Right.
it by month by month. These are the things that I'm going to do to work up to
Hmm.
these Q1 goals, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, it's really more so writing it down, whether it's in my journal for the overall thing or like my calendar for like so I
Right.
can see what's going on for the month, what are some of the things that I want to tackle, and then or my like mirror where I write down, okay, these are the things that I'm going to try to do for the day.
That's really interesting. I feel like we both share that, and I don't. I think that we're both the visual, because for me, it's not about me. I want to see it. I literally want to write it down
Yeah.
again. Write the vision, make it plain. So just as you said, I am putting it in my journal. I got my calendars. I got a calendar in my bedroom. I got a calendar on the refrigerator.
Mhm.
I mean, even at work, I have an ongoing to do
Me
list.
too.
And I can't survive if I don't like that structure for me is how I'm able to check off the and chip away at the different things that I really want to see myself accomplish, you know. So yeah, no, that's good. So what are you going to do? Are you going to do a vision board? Are you going to do what are you going to do? You just going to
I
write
don't
your
think
goals?
so. I've already done it. Like I've written my goals,
Okay.
or my intentions for the year, what I really want to be more intentional about.
Mhm.
I don't know, are we getting right into it? Some of the things.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
So I know y'all remember me having a full on meltdown about how many PTO hours I had left
Did you
towards
get any transferred over?
they it transfers over, it rolls over. So
Oh, thank you,
this
Lord.
exactly. So that was shockingly like the first thing on my intentions for 2023. I'm going somewhere every single month. I don't
Oh
care.
my God.
I don't care if I go to Chattanooga, which is an hour drive outside of Atlanta for a Saturday and then come back, or I don't care if I find the most open flight to El Paso, Texas, that I can go to at 7 a.m. in the morning and then come back at 8 p.m. at night because the flights are wide open and my flight benefits are stamped. I'm doing that every
I
single
hear
month.
you.
I'm
Do
going
it.
somewhere. I'm like, this is that it was crazy to me that I had so much time left over.
Wow.
So I'm definitely going somewhere every month. I would like to have 4 to 6 international trips, which
Mm.
I feel like I literally wrote out January where I want to go, February where I wrote every single month out and put a destination that I wanted to travel to.
Mm.
So that was like that might not seem significant, but that was my first thing where I was like, I have to start I just want to live full so that when I transition and die, I die empty. And traveling, I think, will help
Mm.
me towards that type of goal. Not
Yeah.
necessarily, I don't know. Of course I want to be successful and all of those things are on my list too. But that what the traveling and living it
Yeah.
out was the first thing that I started planning for
Yeah.
before the new year, before like
Yeah.
was talking to you in early December, like we should take a
Yeah.
cousin's trip, and
Right. Yeah.
so yeah.
No, seriously, I think that's great. And like you were saying, 2023 intentions. That is one of my intentions for sure. And let me just say, homegirl right here don't might not have as many ETO hours as you have. I don't know. As you had some roll over. Let me just say, I am never going to have ETO hours left over. Okay. It's called earned time off for a reason. It's I earned it and I'm gonna use it up.
Yeah, feel me. People be
Okay.
telling me, "Oh, you should just cash it in." Cash what in? I'm gonna cash it in by catching a flight, baby.
Okay.
Oh my
You
God!
better
Not to cut you off.
get
My bad.
right. No, that is dead. You know what? Listen, y'all plan, and I think honestly, and this might not be always, but I think at least for me, I'll say for me, I've had a taste of travel, and I feel like I kind of started, traveling with my at least with my children pretty young
Yeah.
with them. I was traveling with them trying to get them to see different things and let's just go out and experience. And so now even when I take my solo trips and now that I got flight benefits, baby, whoo, I was traveling, but I want to be traveling now. So I think a lot of times when you get a taste of that, what it looks like when we go on trips and it's like, wow, it's so refreshing and eye-opening. Like for 2022, my favorite trip was definitely hands down our trip to Costa Rica. I would have never thought to go to Costa Rica.
Really?
I don't think I would have ever put that on my just to-do list. And it was
Wow.
gorgeous and we had so much fun.
That was definitely my number one trip too. Easily.
So much
Easily.
fun. So
That was
I
one of my favorite trips of all time, though. If I'm
really
that's probably
it was
top three for me.
beautiful. It
Yeah,
was That's definitely top three for me. Definitely top three for me. Easy.
yeah,
It was gorgeous. Everything about it from
yeah.
start to finish was just
Literally, not even not to. I know we're not talking about 22, but we are gonna talk about it. Y'all, Nisa surprised me on that trip. It was for my
oh, we
birthday.
did. I
I will
did.
never forget that. It was like so freaking sweet. We go
It
into
was
the
cute.
room. They have on my bed, they had on the bed, they had like happy birthday spelled out and a little
Yes.
cake and some champagne.
They
And wasn't it like
did.
strawberries
Strawberries,
and
covered
fruit
strawberries.
cover?
They had a sachet over the
It
door. It was
was,
beautiful.
I could not believe it. It was so sweet and so thoughtful.
It's
I'm like,
beautiful.
Lisa called them ahead of time
I
and
did.
surprised.
I
That
was
was just
glad
so
they pulled
sweet.
it off, and
Oh
I was
yeah.
just so glad they pulled it off. And I was just that was a magical trip. We just had a relaxing time.
Yeah.
And
But we also
go ahead.
it was relaxing for sure, which is my number one priority on trips.
Yes.
But it was also like adventurous. We went to the hot
Oh,
springs. We did
uh,
the what else did we do?
waterfall,
The
the
the water we
rainforest,
did the hike to the
the hike.
waterfall.
Yes,
Yes. Oh,
beautiful. So
it was
more of those
beautiful
moments.
for
Got to be
sure.
intentional about that. And
Yeah.
listen, when you said you going somewhere once a month, tell
Mm.
me why in my in, in my book, my journal, what I'm writing out, my goals, my plans, I don't manage to plan a trip for every month, all the way from January to September. And I'm like, wait a minute,
You
can
might as
I
well
even?
say from January to November because you know you're going somewhere for your
And
birthday
I
in
wanted to say
October.
that, but after all of these trips I have planned, I'm like, how did I
You
plan these? What
you know that.
happened? It's
That's
weird.
hilarious. You didn't even mean to do it. It
Not
just
at
you just
all.
looked it over and was like
And literally because I have people, we doing the cousins trip, we doing the family trip. We got a spring break
anniversary,
trip, we got
birthdays,
anniversary, birthdays, got
your kids' graduation and
graduation,
yep.
bachelorette parties for my
Yes. Yes.
I have a trip planned every single month, January to September. I don't
October.
know how them. You right, October. I don't know how them PTO ETO hours gonna add up, but the math gonna have to math on this one. The math gonna have to math on this one because it's gonna be by the
Look,
glory.
maybe you'll win the lottery before then, and you won't need
You know
ETO
what?
PTO.
I did play $10 in the
Oh,
lottery last week.
did the billion one hit yet?
I don't know because I bought one of those tickets. But I would have
Let
known
me
if
need to
it was
check
in still you gotta check your tickets, right?
because
But
you could have won
I could
something
have
on
won
it.
the yeah. I just don't know how that works, but I am
Me
gonna check them.
either.
So I could win the lottery. If we win the lottery,
If
then
you win the lottery, I won the lottery too.
game over.
I'm still not gonna quit my job because the flight benefits. Can you
We
buy a
need
private jet?
now
No.
it depends on how
Okay,
much
well I'm
money I
working
make.
there.
I get yeah. If I get that 999 million, we got a jet, baby.
Do you? Okay. Now I don't actually know how much a private jet costs to purchase, but they say it costs like it could cost on the low end like 50,000 to charter it, just to like get the pilot, the
Hmm.
fuel, just for like a one way trip. So I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, okay,
You know
50,000 on
what?
the low end. Like maybe if we going from Atlanta to, I'm assuming on the low end is like
To
Atlanta to Orlando or
Calais or something?
Tampa.
You think so? You
You
actually,
think
I saw
so? I
some.
don't know.
You know what? No, seriously. There's somebody that promotes private jets
Hmm.
on social media that I follow, and some of the ones that I saw going from like Atlanta to Miami were like $11,000, and it sits up to like
Per
six
person
to
or for the
no
whole jet?
total. for the whole jet. And
No.
then it would go up because it was like I kid you not, because it was like 15,000 to go to California,
On a
and it sits up.
private jet?
Yes, and it sits up to like I think 6 or 8 people. I'm gonna find it, girl. Cause listen,
Okay.
pull up on my birthday in a
That's
private.
what I'm thinking.
Hey,
That is worth
okay.
a little
Dibbling dabbling, and
splurge.
listen, y'all, save your money now.
All right,
Save
all
your
right, all
pockets.
right. So
No,
okay,
but
I got
no,
something
it
for
was
you.
reasonable.
That's
It
cool.
wasn't
That's not bad.
astronomical, I
I
felt like.
guess there must be like different jets like that you
Hmm.
can get, like, some of them are like hella nice, and it's like
Right,
those definitely have to be like six figures
right.
to move. But
Even, yeah.
yeah, but other ones they might be okay, yeah, those are like the not as top of the line.
Hmm.
They the maybe the 1998 Hyundai
Don't
Accord.
say that. No,
It's like a Honda Accord,
I think
98
they
Accord.
like I think they like 2005 to 2010. I think
Honda?
it's no, yeah. I think it's like
Like a Honda? Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Like
okay.
Honda,
A hun-
Hondas last you
a
a hell of a
thousand
long time,
years.
a hell of a long time. So yes, but
I'm sure it's a 1945 Honda Civic somewhere, just still trucking along.
trucking, okay,
Same engine.
change that battery,
Battery. That's all you got to change. The same engine.
battery and
Same
tires, and we
transmission
good to go, right?
from 1945
19
and
and
45. Anyway,
no.
so what's your next? Well, what was like one of your first intentions that you?
No, travel definitely is one of my first intentions. I really, really, really want to make all of these vacations shake.
Yeah.
And so that
Yeah.
means me being creative with some of them are just weekends, Thursday to Sunday. So I can kind of do that. But what I am excited about is that we will be getting away this weekend to the cabins.
Oh. Mm, 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 mm,
First trip. I don't care if it's to the cabins, it's the first trip of the year.
No, this is important, and I don't want to tell y'all where we going and when we going, even though that kind of has been said. But
Before.
um, we we are going to the cabins, and I'm really excited about this trip too because um so it kind of ties into our grief a little bit,
Yeah.
actually a lot maybe. So
Mhm.
we are going with the family, the immediate family, that lost their immediate family. So they're like immediate family to us. We're
Mhm.
really like siblings. So
Yeah.
just the girls were going away for just a quick, and our close cousin, I don't know if I should say who it is, but anyway, so they've never actually been to the cabins, and she has mentioned this to she mentioned
Oh.
this actually a lot last year. She was like, "Oh, I haven't been to the cabins. Maybe we can go here. I haven't been to the cabins," and
Mm.
she's mentioned it over like the last couple of years, and we just
Oh,
never
this is
made it happen.
perfect.
So, did you know that she's never been?
I feel like I vaguely remember. I know that when we had lunch or dinner last week, all of
Right.
us
Yeah,
together,
yeah, yeah.
she mentioned that at that time, and I was like, I think
Y'all,
I did know
we
that
literally planned this trip in 1 week. We
a
said we
week ago
said it.
today.
Yeah, we went out to dinner last Thursday. Said that we wanted to go to the cabins, and the cabin. That's why I'm
Was
like,
booked.
they rich. My sis is rich. I said, you know what, I got what I got on it, and then I'm gonna get with the rest on it on payday
Don't
because.
listen, y'all. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. But thank the Lord, it's MLK weekend too, and we going to the cabins. We gonna hit up some wineries, and we
I'm
gonna
so
soak in the
excited about
hot
that. The
tub, the
jacuzzi.
jacuzzi.
It's on a little creek or river. It has to be
Yeah,
like a creek or a
yeah.
little water
We just gonna have us a good
nearby.
old time and just kind of detox,
Yeah.
relax, relate, release.
Oh,
Relax, relate, release.
just
So
for a
yeah,
day. It's just
yeah,
for a day. We'll be back and
yeah.
ready to roll when we come back. But
Right.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it. So definitely being intentional about taking just more trips is in.
Mm.
I say that, but I mean, I feel like you probably traveled more than me last year, but I went on like maybe 5 or 6 trips. I feel like that's a lot. For some people, that's a lot, right? But I feel like that's how
Absolutely.
we typically, like, even before you were in your position, we were always like, every year we go somewhere for basically mom's birthday, for dad's birthday, for my birthday, for your birthday, for one
Very
of the
true.
holidays. So we have at least 5 trips a year
Off rip.
easily. And I usually do spring break with the kids every
Definitely.
year. You know, what's another thing
Yeah.
other than traveling that you want to be intentional about this year?
So the other thing that I want to be intentional about this year is my academic goals. Um, the older I get, I feel
Mm,
like I have to constantly remind myself that the time is going to pass anyway, so you might as well just stick to it. Whether I am in,
bravo.
yeah, whether I take one course here, 3 credits there, 4 credits here, January is going to be over. So if I did 3 credits in January, I'm 3 credits
You 3 credits
closer.
down. Exactly.
It's gonna happen, and I always like one of the things that I constantly look to when I'm kind of like, I'm getting older. Let me just work and try to see how far I can climb with the degree that I have. I think about my mom, like going back to school at
Hmm.
50 and getting
Yeah.
her degree, and I'm like,
2 degrees. She
I'm
went
not
through
gonna.
two
Yeah, she
degrees.
got her 2 degree, and I'm like, I'm gonna just, even if I take time off, I know like, okay, I'm taking time off. I
Yeah.
need that time off maybe, but I'm getting back in there. I gave myself a specific date to
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, I'm taking a certification
Mhm.
course right now that it leads to the um excuse me, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard that bird.
We didn't hear it.
Okay. But I'm taking a certification that lead or that is related to the degree that I want to get. And I'm really, the more I'm thinking about it, and I'll write it down like, hey,
Yeah.
today, maybe this might change in 2 years, but right now, I still do want to go to law school. I still want to
And I want you
explore.
to. Please, Lord
Thank you,
Jesus, let her
sis.
get there. Let her get there, Jesus.
I still want to go to law school, and I'm like, I'm getting older, but honestly, I keep thinking like, even if I'm complete law school before I'm 40, or by the time I'm
Yeah,
40,
you're doing great.
I think that's still pretty good.
You're
I
doing
think
great.
that's still pretty good. I think, and it's not as uncommon as you would think for people
Not at all.
in their 40s to be like, I'm gonna go to law school, or
Not at
do a
all.
career change and be like, this is the new challenge that I want to explore. And maybe that's very millennial of me to be like, oh, I'm not committed to anything, but I just want to have enough things under my tool belt to where if I stay in the corporate sector, that I have every possible option. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a creative at heart. I would love to do something creative, but I like this.
Right.
I also am. um I thrive on stability. So I
Absolutely.
think, as much as I love to sing and create and do music and write, I need to know that the check is
Yeah.
going to
It's
clear.
gonna be the air of the week.
I need stability. I need
Until
stability.
what you love to do can become a full-time
Exactly.
job, and
Exactly.
I don't doubt that that can happen for you,
It
sis. So
absolutely can, and I'm
I'm
sure at some
praying
point
that
it will. But even
in the
though
meantime,
it
in
will
between
happen,
time,
I still want to go to, even if it happened next week, I think I still would be like, I want to go to law school
yeah.
still. It's just,
Look at Kim K out here.
seriously though.
40, my age, 42. a lawyer. So,
She actually became one.
well,
She passed the bar.
she passed. I don't know if it was. I'm assuming it had to be the bar because that's the only test she would have to pass. And I think this was her last time that she had. This
Oh,
was
to
her
take
last chance.
it,
She had to take it, and the
and
last
she
chance she had to
passed.
take it, she passed. Yep.
Wow, that has to feel
So
so nice.
absolutely. So anything can happen. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, I one of the things that I really, and I'm glad you said that, because I've always, when you talked about, well, time is going to pass us by anyway. Might as well go ahead and start, because that's always been my perspective, which is why I went
Mm,
back to school a few years ago. And I was like, I remember when I was in my undergrad. No, actually, this was in my master's program. And after I went through my master's program, which was, and I'm just, giving you a little bit of me, which was a master's of art in with a concentration of leadership. And after I got that degree, I was like, oh my God, I should have got my MBA. And then I was like, well, I don't wasted this time. I'm not going back to school. And so time kept passing, and I knew that I wanted to be further in my career and maybe even eventually do something different. And I was like, you
mm-hmm.
know what? Having a master's of business administration, me going back to pursue my MBA is probably going to be the foot in the door that I need. And I literally said those words because these years fly by so freaking fast. You'll look up, and I remember saying to myself when I decided to go back for my MBA, I said to myself, if I would have just started 2 years ago, I would be done by now. So that's the whole, you know, attitude I kind of approach it with as well. Time is gonna go
Yeah.
by regardless. You're gonna look up, and where we at? We in 2023.
Literally, girl. But for real, that is ain't that. I even remember when mom first went to school, and then
Mm-hmm.
when she finished, and we were celebrating her graduating. I'm like, I feel like that was 6 weeks
So
ago that you
it
started your program
time
of college.
flies.
Like it goes so
It
fast. It just
flies.
goes so fast. Yeah, and not. I mean, this is me getting off on a tangent for sure. I
I
mentioned this
literally
to
was
some.
about to say the same thing.
You were.
That's funny.
You go. You go. I'm not gonna forget.
No, go.
I was just telling somebody this. I was like, okay, so maybe provides a little context. So I was in therapy when we were kind of first everything happened with our loved one, and I was just like, this is a lot going on. And my therapist, when I first started talking, she was like, I'm a little bit concerned because I was like, I want no parts. I'm checking out, baby.
I know.
And so
I can't wait to. I've been planning what I'm gonna say because I don't want her to think I'm on edge. She thinking I'm gonna jump off a bridge somewhere. I got a session on Saturday, girl. I'm planning what I'm gonna tell her
girl, I
because
got one. No, not mine isn't Saturday. Mine is the next Saturday. She wasn't worried that I was going to jump off a bridge. I think she was worried that I was going. My default setting is to just check out and be like,
yeah, I'm not doing this.
none of this is happening. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not tapping into my emotions.
F you.
Stone cold brick wall. F everybody who's making
Mm-hmm.
decisions about what happens in life. I'ma just drink wine, drink water. Am I mine? And just go
Period.
on. Like I'm just not, I can't. I
I
don't have the
can't deal.
bandwidth. I don't have the
Mm.
bandwidth, and I don't even want to attempt. So that was how the session started, and then I started telling her about some of the things where I was like, I sent my mom like and my sister like my code to my phone, and my information from work, just because as morbid as it might seem,
Mm-hmm.
when you do lose a loved one. So just
And someone that's so young, and yeah.
then you're just like, life is so fragile. And when I started telling her that, she was like, okay, now I'm a little less concerned because it sounds like you aren't as tapped out as I remember, because I've been with her
Mm,
for like almost 3 years at this point. So
mhm.
she's seen me for 2.5 years, and she knows how I would check out of things when I just felt unsafe, or
Yeah,
like I can't, no, I can't do
that's
this.
good, sis.
So she was
Okay.
like, "Yeah, I'm a little less concerned because I know how you would put up your and not tap in and not be concerned about what's going on." And she was like, "So the fact that you're even processing um how life is so fragile, and you're taking measures to like reach out to your mom and da 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 da, and your sister, that lets me know, okay, you actually are processing this in a
In
healthy
a,
way, in a
yeah,
decent way. It's not like,
yeah.
I'm not concerned that you're about to hold it all in,
Jump
and
off a
then on
bridge.
Friday uh go to work and smash all the monitors. You know what I'm saying? Because you just
Yeah. I
pissed.
saw Lauren on Channel 5 News. She
Like,
done
dang,
smashed all
that's
the
my client. Told her. I told her she need to deal with that grief. Now she on Channel 5. So, okay, I said that to say, okay, I was talking to someone
monitors.
and basically saying like, um, oh, hold on, I'm trying to get back to what we were talking. Okay, I think I was telling them basically like, yeah, you have to basically like, or not have to, like, just reiterating what we were talking about like, time is going to pass.
Mhm.
You really just want to make sure that you're kind of doing the things that
Doing the things
you
that you love,
that
you
you
want
love,
to
that you want to
do.
do, spending the time with
Yeah.
the people that you want to spend time with. But yeah, I lost where I was going with that point. I
No,
apologize.
that's absolutely what
It
we
was
were
somewhere
talking about.
else, but
Oh,
mm,
okay. Well, I wouldn't have known. But
thank you.
no, seriously, I mean, that's important. I think being intentional about, like you said, spending time with those that you love, and doing the things that you really really want to do. It's a big deal because there's so many people out here that may not be motivated and may not, you know, put the effort forward to really do what it is they love, because they feel stuck, or they feel like it's impossible, or they haven't had positive reinforcement to tell them that it could be otherwise. And so I know we've talked about this before, and I think one of the major things about why I have not been afraid or unapologetic about trying different things is because anytime, we've said something, or anytime we've tried to do something, it's never been, well, you shouldn't try that. And it's always been support from the family. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, that's a
Always.
good idea. Let's put it to motion. Let's do it. And us, we, as me and you, as siblings, the four of us,
Yeah.
we've had so many different business ideas.
So,
And listen,
so many.
it's consistency, but one of them gonna stick. And so that's one of the reasons why, and this is on a tangent, but that's one of the reasons why I really am excited about, I know that along with the intentionality of making sure we travel, one of the biggest things, and that's going to be in Q1, that I want us to accomplish is launching our business. So I'm excited about doing that with you, and we'll have more details to follow. Look out for you girls. We just trying to be, I guess we trying to be Pinky in the brain. I'll be
Oh!
Pinky. We're gonna take over the world.
It
We're gonna
alternates.
take
For
over the world. Okay, yeah,
realistically,
yeah, 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 yeah. That's a good plan.
some days I'm Pinky, some days I'm the
And
brain,
some
some
days
days
I'm
you're the brain, some
Pinky.
days you're
Good
Pinky.
one,
It
sis.
definitely
I
alternates.
love it.
Most of, I will say, 10 times out of 10, you're the one coming up with the ideas, and I'm just like thinking, okay, so what's the first step? All right, so what's the next step? Okay, so if we
And
do
I
this and then we
appreciate
do
you as my
that.
sister because you just go with it. You just go with it and we take off running.
But the thing is they're actually,
Great
I
ideas
wouldn't
and
go with it if they weren't really great ideas, like,
yeah,
or things that I didn't feel like both of our strengths
right.
lended themselves to. Like, I've known you
Yeah.
for my whole life, you've known me for my whole life. So
Hmm.
I think we have a pretty clear idea of our skill sets.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good
So
one. That's
yeah,
good.
I mean, we do make a good team, and you
Uh,
know what? I think.
Give me a high five.
I'm so sorry. Okay, enough is enough. Okay, so that parlays to my next. That's a good segue to my next 2023 intention. It's not like a hard fact. Okay, okay. Let me do this one first.
Just
So can I
okay.
do two for one
Absolutely. Go for it.
quickly, because I don't want to forget. Two back to back is in 2023. I feel like my intention is to just own my confidence in my strengths and what I possess. Like, I'm not about to be acting like we not a good team when we are. I'm
Or
not about to be acting
praying
like the
down
whole
anything.
world can't recognize what quality chemistry and entertainment that we offer. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying? With a
somebody.
whole zero people watching us right now.
We got one
But
person. My sis.
right.
My
One
sis.
no, I mean, at the present moment,
Mm, mhm,
she had to
mhm.
take a break, but I'm sure she'll be back. But what I'm saying is, look. It just is what it is. We make a good team, and that's that. Something's going to stick, and that's going to lend itself to everything else that
Absolutely.
we have dreamed and
Absolutely.
planned for. And I do believe that, like, early on in this year, that's gonna start getting some traction. Second thing that I do want to say is my spirituality. Like, y'all know, I have
Mm,
uh, a complicated relationship with the church. I worked in the church. Don't be laughing at me now.
I'm sorry.
We grew up in church. I had a complicated relationship with the church over the past few years, and I hadn't been necessarily as committed or consistent with church as I grew up being, or feeling like was necessary. Um, and after all of the things happened, I had so much anger, or I don't know if the right word is anger, but just
Frustration.
frustration and
Yeah.
disappointment in God,
Disappointment. Absolutely.
and just being like, what, like,
What
come
was
on,
that?
bro, that's just this just come on,
That
that is just too far. You taking it too far.
especially with
So
the back to back that we had with the family
yes,
friend and then the family. It was a lot. I mean, it's a lot.
so yeah, I'm like, bro, you're taking it too far. I'm gonna chill on you for a little bit, and that lasted all of like 2 weeks, where I was like, all right, now I have to like ask you questions, which was causing me to pray. Like, I was listening to sermons,
Hmm.
and I am still praying, writing
Hmm.
things down, like praying in a way that I feel like I've always prayed, but praying in a way that's more intentional. Like, we're talking about
Hmm.
2023 intentions. I always pray. I feel like I pray every day, and I'm just like, God, keep my family safe.
Yeah.
Keep me safe. You know,
The normal prayer that you we probably have prayed for your entire existence, my
yeah,
entire existence.
right. Not like a set apart time where it's like, okay, I'm about to, this
Really
I'm
dive
waking up
in.
this morning, or I'm about to go to sleep at night. I'm going to sit Indian style by my bed, light my candles, just sit and ask God to speak to me in this
Hmm.
in this time. Like, I don't want to be the only one talking. I would like for you to
Hmm.
to talk to me as well, and just
Mm.
asking God, like, can you talk to me? I would like
Mhm.
for you to communicate with me too. I don't want to feel like a
Mhm.
crazy Christian where I'm like, are you gonna say anything? Like, am I just believing this for no reason, or are you gonna talk? Like,
Right. That's
you
real
know,
talk. That's real
period.
talk.
That is the kind of conversations I've been having. Like, I
Yes,
need to
those
know,
real
are
conversations.
you here? Are
Yes.
we off? Are
Tell
we on
me,
a?
show
Are you
me. Are
off
we on
of
the
me?
same?
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. Like you ain't fooling with me? What?
Yeah, we beefing. We
It
beefing,
was
or am I
we
just beefing with
good?
you? Because I thought I was just beefing with you, but you was still cool with me. So if we beefing, fill me in. At least tell me that. At least tell me that.
At least tell me that. So I now know what to pray when I get on my knees.
But yeah, so definitely my spirituality, I've been more intentional about. 2023, I want to continue to be more intentional about just praying, like, and not in the way that I think I've
Just
grown
a
up
regular,
praying,
yeah,
but like how we talking, like, and
yeah.
people say that all the time, but for real, like how we are talking.
You don't
And
have to be
if
like a Lord Jesus and crying and hollering, and it could be a just a regular conversation.
yeah, and I'm like, look, God, if this ain't the right, I've even said, I'm like, God, if this ain't the right way I'm supposed to be praying, I want you to tell me the right way I'm supposed to be praying, because
Mhm.
this is what feels most natural to me in this moment.
Mhm.
If I'm doing it wrong,
Mm.
show me the
That's
right way.
good. That's good. That's good, Lauren. And I know we're wrapping up on time, so I'm just going to
Oh yeah.
actually. I
Mhm.
feel like we're in tune because one of the things, and I don't think we another reason why we kind of had took a little hiatus was because I had and this is okay for me to share, I had surgery, so I knew that I was going to be down for now, which has been 4 weeks, but I'm going to be down for a total of 6 weeks. So I'm recovering well, nothing to be concerned about. I'm healthy, and I'm ready to get back to Orange Theory because it's been 4 weeks and I still have 2 more weeks to go. Luckily, with the surgery, I lost a few pounds, so I got that to
Oh.
thank. But one of the things that I have started to do during the time that I have been just out, and I feel like I've been in a real quiet place and a quiet space, because when I get into like where we've been with the grief and just all the stuff that's been going on, I tend to just I shut down. I don't say much. I don't want to talk much. I just want to kind of sit in my thoughts and process things and try to, work things out mentally in my head. And so one of the things that I started doing, literally right before the new year, like a week right after Christmas, when we got back from mom's, I want to say, um, it was literally a couple of days maybe after we got back from mom's on Christmas, and I have a journal for just my Bible, and so I pick you know, um, a Bible plan, and in the morning I wake up, I read my Bible plan, I read my devotion, I pray, and then I journal, about, the things that I've kind of talked to God about in my prayer time. And it's more than, like you said, just the regular prayer that I pray every single morning, excuse me, with my kids before they go to school or before we leave the house together. Um, so it's a different type of prayer that I'm praying. And one of the things that I've also incorporated throughout this time, these last couple of weeks, is I sit in the middle of my bedroom and I meditate. I literally practice meditation from
Mhm.
5 to 10 minutes so that my anxiety levels are a little more at peace, a little calmer, and I can tackle the day with a almost
Mm.
a freshness. And I feel that when I don't meditate and when I don't do these steps, then I feel like my day is kind of off. And I've done those, every once in a while, like, we're only into what's today, the 11th or 12th.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've only done it for like the last couple of weeks, but I do notice a difference when I'm just sitting and meditating. And sometimes that meditation consists of, me looking on YouTube for a meditation guide that's going to help me with my breathing, or if I'm just going to sit and listen to meditation music and literally just talk to God, or there's
Mhm.
different types of form of meditations that I've been doing, and I think that's almost like the highlight of my day. So
Wow.
my intentions for 2023 is, because I'm able to do that now without any challenges because I am on leave. I'm not working, But what my intentions are going to be is for me to give myself that extra time in the morning, get up that extra time so I can spend time reading my devotion, reading my Bible plan, journaling and talking to God, and meditating. And I want to be able to do all those things because I know that there is a difference in the way I move, the way I talk. My day is
Yeah.
is different. So that's what I want to be more intentional about.
So that's really good. So do you feel like it's most effective meditating and doing that in the morning versus the night?
I'll say two things. One, for me, I need to meditate in the morning because it gives me the time to give myself a pep talk almost.
Mhm.
um give myself affirmations that I truly believe in, and that those affirmations carry me throughout the day. So whenever, and that's why I think meditation and prayer go hand in hand, because whenever, not to get on a spiritual trip, but when I feel like the enemy is trying to plant something in my mind that I know is not, it's not of God, it's not what I know I'm not this, then I can go back to, okay, today in my word, I talked about this. I wrote down this. I prayed
Mhm.
about this. I said that I am this. And so I'm able to back it up with, no, I know who I am. And I'm what God says and not what man says, or not what anybody says at this point.
Mhm.
So I do think that it benefits me in the day, because even with what I do in my profession, I do think that there's a certain stress level. And with the stress level, me having a clear mind and clear conscience will help me to not just kind of, and I don't blow up. I in my professional setting, one of the biggest compliments is that I handle conflict and just disastrous situations well. But I'm just kind of almost like, yeah, I'm not really handling it well. I'm just like, okay, well, what we got to do. So, but I think it will give me that more of a calm spirit, mind, body, soul. But then I definitely know that there are benefits to meditating at night, because for me, um, when I am overthinking and when I am in full anxiety, which I have been over these past couple of weeks, with the sudden loss of our cousin, um, I will meditate at night just to calm my brain and calm my mind and calm my breathing so that I can actually go to sleep. And so,
Mhm.
it's because I'm not the type of person that likes to take like medication. The most I've done for like to go to sleep is like melatonin, and it takes me months before I go through one bottle of melatonin, because I really don't necessarily like to rely on that unless I absolutely feel like I need to. But I think meditation at night and in the morning both are very, very beneficial.
I want to start. I want to try it. I haven't tried actual. I think I've done some meditation before, but not that way. Like in
Okay.
not in a real way. Like and the like you're saying, you do like 5 to 10 minutes, which seems very doable. Like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I won't have to wake up that much earlier to do 5 minutes
exactly.
of meditation.
And I'm subscribed to some good, beginners meditation gurus who are on like social media or on YouTube. And some of them are like, okay, I know what I need for the day. So if I
Mhm.
know that I need to find that love and boost my self-esteem up, then I'm going to go for a meditation that goes and says affirmations for me to repeat while I'm practicing my breathing. Or, so different meditations for different, I guess, wherever you are in that space, in that place. Because, like I said, sometimes I got to be like, okay, I just prayed. Now let me go back and I need to meditate, but I need to pray specifically for this
Mm.
area in my life or this area in someone else's life. So I think there's different forms, there's different methods, and it really just depends on where I am in that very moment as to what type of meditation I need. But I did start off first when I started meditating, I started off with meditating at night.
Oh,
I started off meditating at night. Yep.
okay. Okay.
So I ain't no expert or nothing, but it works. It helps me.
That's good though. Hopefully, I mean, I know it's a lot of people that meditate, but I've actually seen like interviews of people that will say they started meditating and it literally changed their lives. So maybe I need to give it a go. You want to give it a go, Joe? Maybe I need to give it a go. I don't know.
It's stupid. No, I mean, I highly recommend it just as I highly recommend therapy
Oh yeah.
and Jesus and therapy.
I need to get us some of those shirts or hoodies from those are some of the ones I mean with Jackie Perry Hill and
Oh
Preston Hill,
yeah.
with the Perrys. I've
Yes.
been watching their YouTube channel. I Part of me wants to go to school for theology, girl, because I just
You
love
always
hearing
say that.
people. Maybe I won't go to school for, it, but I have
You
to take a
always say that too.
theological.
You always say that too.
But I have to at least take a course or something because it's so interesting. Like scripture and biblical like it's
Yeah.
just I really enjoy watching people talk about even like just
Mm.
on a debate level like
Mhm.
they're what you call apologetics, so they're like defenders of the faith, and so they bring up these topics that
Oh.
are very like,
Apologetic?
yeah, if you're an apologetic, I don't, y'all might want to Google that yourself, but I believe that's what it means, an apologetic. They're the defender of the faith. So they talked about things like, burning sage, and is that witchcraft, like things
Mm.
that are just like,
Really?
yes, yes, they'll have. And then
Wow.
they've talked about grieving with God, like dealing with friends who've left
Mm.
the faith. Like, how do you interact with? They've talked about so much. They have guests. Like one
Mm.
guy, when I was watching this, after we, lost our loved one, they had a guy on there who, girl, it was the craziest thing. He was married with like I think one or two small children, and he was coming home from work. He came home to his wife dead by like robbers. They killed her. Yeah, in his house. And apparently it was something on the news. There was a known thing. He had a small toddler at the time. The toddler was okay, but the mom died. His wife died. And he
Oh.
basically was talking about like grieving with God. That was that podcast. And they used scripture and, even
Mm-hmm.
just like regular life to be like, yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
And
Life be lifing.
they talk about it in such a relatable way.
Wow, I'm
But
gonna have
I
to
said all
watch
that to
that.
say they're the ones that have that Jesus plus therapy T-shirt.
Oh,
I
good.
think that's their brand. Every time
Okay.
I've seen someone wear it, they'll shout them out. So I need
We
to get
need to
some of
get
those shirts
some.
and hoodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, child,
All
look,
right. Well, sis, we done ran over our time. We don't want to
just
keep
9
y'all
minutes. It's not too
just
bad.
9 minutes. I know next week we can talk about a show that you would like to highlight. Remember, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Maybe we'll talk about something else next week. Cause a different show next week, and we'll talk also
okay, cool.
about a. My sister has been cooking. She's an amazing chef and culinary genius. So we'll
I don't
also
know about
talk.
that, but we've been doing a little sensation. No, so
Mm,
I've been home, so all I've been doing is cooking, and I'm trying not to get fat. At least I
Impossible.
got a treadmill. I mean, not a treadmill. I have a exercise bike, not a treadmill. I have an exercise bike, so
Oh,
that's a good thing.
damn.
But no, we'll highlight some of those things next week. But
Next week,
I
like my daddy said.
if we don't have anything, we'll close it out.
Yeah. What do you have? What do you
It's
have? What do
real
you
simple. It's real simple. It's real simple. And I got this from my auntie. She is one of the strongest
have?
women I know.
I already know.
And I just feel like it's fitting because this
Oh,
is our
so
first
good.
episode for the first of the year for 2023. And so I just want to remind everyone out there that even though it's a new year, we still serve the same God.
Whoo!
New year, same God.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. Mic drop. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Until
Bye
next week. Bye,
bye.
baby.